All right, so good morning, everyone, and welcome to our presentation on Latino mental health in the workplace. I'm Dr. Juan Rosario, founder and president of Latino y Sano, a 501c3 nonprofit organization with a mission to provide mental health resources, psychoeducation, as well as dismantle the stigma of mental health care in the Latino diaspora. As we celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month, it's crucial that we recognize the significant contributions of Latino communities to our economy and society. Today, we will explore the intersection of Latino culture, business, and mental health, and discuss how we can better support Latino employees and business owners. Okay, so before we begin, I want to extend a special thanks to Katie for her invaluable contribution, support, and putting together this presentation. If you have any questions or would like to contact either of us, our information is on this slide. Feel free to take a picture of it if you have your phone handy. I will also share that after today's presentation, I have patients on the book. So I do have, engagement to kind of get to after this presentation, just for context. So feel free to email any questions that you have pertaining to the presentation or simply to just network with one another.
And if I may say one for a moment,
Sure.
I don't know if everyone on the call is familiar with SCORE, but after you hear this presentation, please go to our website. If you do not currently have a mentor, get familiar with SCORE. We help thousands of small businesses start and grow, and we're very successful. So we'd love to work with you. So go on
Yes,
to our website and learn a little bit more. Hey,
absolutely. Thank you, Maureen. I do have a slide for that, and I'll show that in just a second. Okay, let me move on to this slide here. And so we have listed here more information about Latino y Sano and our mission. We will also have our socials listed on the final slide for you to learn more, share with others, and consider donating to our organization. And organizations such as SCORE and Latino y Sano play a crucial role in this mission. SCORE provides, as Maureen mentioned, mentorship and resources to help Latino entrepreneurs thrive, while Latino y Sano offers free psychoeducation and mental health resources tailored to the Latino community. These efforts are vital in supporting the mental health and success of Latino business owners. So, as Maureen mentioned, please visit our websites for additional resources. Okay, so let's first start with some numbers. According to United States Census Bureau, there are 32.6 million businesses in the US in 2021, and of those, 5 million were Latino-owned businesses, making 15% of businesses in the US, and this number continues to grow each year. In 2021, these businesses generated $800 million in revenue, and altogether, Latino businesses and business owners generated 2.8 trillion in annual GDP. These impressive numbers highlight the critical role that Latino entrepreneurs play in United States economic landscape. And looking into the future, and there is evidence of an untapped and undervalued market here. Latino businesses are among the fastest growing segments in the US economy. They are not only vital in job creation, but also in driving community development. Today, Latino entrepreneurs make up 17% of the US population and are projected to be at 29% by 2050. According to a study by the Stanford Graduate School of Business, if these new Latino-owned businesses grew as fast as the US average, they could add 1.4 trillion to the US economy. This opportunity for growth is a testament to the entrepreneurial spirit and resilience of the Latino community and highlights the importance of investigating how we can best support these businesses. Okay, and let's see here. So very big numbers. Okay, so in order to better understand how Latino-owned businesses are contributing to the market and how we can support them, we must first dive into Latino culture and history. The Latino culture is marked by adaptability and resilience, generational differences, and community support. The Latino history of migration has instilled a deep sense of flexibility and resourcefulness. Latino individuals are adept at navigating new environments, learning new languages, and integrating into different communities while preserving their cultural identity. Major generational differences also occur in Latino cultures as a result of migration, with older generations bringing tradition and younger generations introducing American values. This generational dynamic creates a vibrant cultural tapestry where tradition and contemporary practices can coexist. Finally, community support is a vital aspect of Latino culture. In particular, the practice of familismo, a core Latino cultural value, and Latino communities often come together to support one another in times of need, providing emotional, financial, and practical assistance. Clearly, Latino culture is rich and diverse, and it is also deeply influences the business practices of Latino entrepreneurs. Reflecting on the three key aspects of Latino culture and history and adaptability, it's reflected in Latino business strategies. For example, Latino-owned businesses have been more likely to incorporate AI, artificial intelligence, than white-owned businesses. Secondly, the generational differences between migrant and immigrant parents and their children are reflected in their different business approaches. For example, immigrant or migrant parents are more consumer focused while their children dive into different areas of business practices. In one avenue, this requires a push for immigrant or migrant business owners to expand their business horizons. However, an even better step would be to emphasize collaboration between these generations, creating a powerful synergy that can drive business success. Finally, community support is a cornerstone of Latino culture. Latino business owners often rely on their extended family and community networks for support, advice, and resources. This sense of community creates a strong foundation for business ventures, providing a reliable support system during tough times. However, this can also lead to Latino business owners not venturing outside of their community for support, both in customers and finances. For example, Latino business owners spend a majority of their funding for their businesses from their own pocket. Understanding these cultural elements is essential for anyone looking to support Latino businesses. By recognizing their adaptability, respecting generational differences, and fostering community support, you can help Latino entrepreneurs achieve greater success. Now, addressing mental health, Latino individuals face unique challenges. They have higher rates of anxiety and depression compared to the general population, with 22% of Hispanic and Latino Americans reporting having a mental illness compared to 23.9% of non-Hispanic white individuals. Also, 36% of Hispanic and Latino Americans received mental health services compared to 52% of non-Hispanic whites. So lower numbers. Factors such as stigma and a lack of access to culturally competent providers can exacerbate these issues. Therefore, it's crucial to understand these challenges to provide appropriate support. Mental health significantly impacts business success. Latino entrepreneurs facing mental health struggles often experience reduced productivity and impaired decision-making. In the United States, unresolved depression contributes to a loss of $210.5 billion a year to the US economy in the form of productivity loss, medical loss, and absenteeism. According to a study done by Calm Business Research, only 36% of Hispanic Latino people feel supported by their managers when it comes to their mental health, while 43% of their white non-Hispanic counterparts do. When mental health can have quantifiable impacts on businesses, supporting Latino mental health is not just beneficial for individuals, but also for the sustainability and growth of their business and economic success of our nation. Of course, despite facing numerous challenges, Latino communities exhibit remarkable resilience. This resilience is rooted in their cultural values, family support systems, and historical experiences. However, there are still many ways in which small and large businesses can support their Latino employees. To support Latino business owners effectively, we need to provide targeted resources and create an enabling environment. Here are some key strategies. Firstly, access to capital is more important than ever and has been a major barrier to the growth of Latino-owned businesses. Providing avenues and initiatives in order for Latino-owned businesses to gain loans and other sources of capital is vital to increasing Latino business owners in the US. Secondly, financial literacy is a key to business success. Offering financial education programs that address the specific needs and challenges of Latino business owners can help them manage their finances better, access funding, and make informed financial decisions. Finally, creating networking opportunities where Latino entrepreneurs can connect, share experiences, and support each other fosters a sense of community and collective growth. These networks can provide emotional support, business advice, and collaborative opportunities. Of course, there are many more ways in which we can increase Latino business owners, but starting with these steps can help lay the foundation for larger and more tailored solutions. Okay. Okay, so in businesses and general workspaces, diversity, equity, and inclusion, or DEI departments can implement different strategies to create a supportive work environment for Latino employees. Cultural competence training for all employees can aid in fostering understanding and respect for Latino culture. Inclusive policies and feedback that address the specific needs of Latino employees is crucial. This includes, but is not limited to, providing language support, accommodating cultural practices, and ensuring equitable access to opportunities and resources. Secondly, establishing employee resource groups, also known as ERGs, for Latino employees can create a sense of community and belonging within the workplace. These groups can offer support, advocacy, and professional development opportunities. Finally, offering mental health support that is culturally competent is essential. By providing these services, as well as promoting mental health awareness and reducing stigma around seeking help, Latino employees will be able to thrive in their work environments. DEI strategies that focus on cultural competence, inclusive policies, and mental health support can create a more supportive and inclusive environment. These initiatives not only benefit employees, but also contribute to a more diverse and innovative work environment. Okay, so finally, supporting Latino mental health in both small and large organizations involves practical and strategic steps. Some effective measures include mental health days as part of employee benefit packages, workshops on mental well-being, mindfulness groups, employee assistance programs, and fostering an overall supportive culture. Here we have listed all of our references from today's presentation. These references are also a great place for you to find additional resources and information. Excellent. And thank you all for your time and attention. And thank you to SCORE for allowing us to highlight Latino mental health in the workplace. On this slide, you would find our socials and my contact information. Again, if you have your phone handy, feel free to snap a photo. And as mentioned, feel free to follow, share with communities, and donate on your socials. On our socials, excuse me. And given that we ended just a little bit earlier, I'm going to actually work on taking some questions here. So let me just stop sharing. Great. Okay. Thank you, folks. Let me just go into the chat here. Okay, I think there was one question. I think it came from Deborah. Can you share? Okay, can you share how mentors may better serve Latino clients? Yeah, absolutely. That's a great question, Deborah. So, as I shared during the presentation, I think it's starting with doing some research first on the culture of that individual. And I say that because there is Latinos, Hispanic, and there's variability between cultures, even within the Latino community. And so you can do this on the side, kind of navigating some research on your own side, and also diving into it with the client and just exploring truly what it is that they value. And I think aside from culture itself, just like I shared, there tends to be generational differences. So really seeing what that particular individual at the individual level values and kind of what their mission is for their business and for their business within their community. Thank you for that question. I think Manuel sent, I think this was Manuel. Oh, Manuel believed that the presentation would be in Spanish. Manuel, la presentación la hice en inglés, pero voy a trabajar en tal vez hacer la presentación en español en el futuro. Pero gracias por asistir. And then Deborah asked, language barriers can overcome with in-person visits. Yeah, that's a great question. So, language is something that is definitely hard to navigate when engaging with our clients, because there's not just the language component, but also the culture component as well. And so I think it's before meeting in person with your client, uh, perhaps just brainstorming and planning what that in-person meeting will look like. For example, how many people are going to attend? Is it just themselves? Are they bringing their partner with? Are you meeting at their home or in public in a cafe, and kind of just organizing the conversation beforehand a little bit better, and seeking if you do need to have an interpreter with you for that visit, if need be, or if a family member can also attend, and translate, in vivo live, for you all. But also, because we mentor folks and their businesses, some of these conversations are confidential. So we want to make sure that that client feels comfortable with other folk being there as well. Excellent question.
Any other questions for Juan?
Okay, great. Well, thank you everyone for having me. And lastly, happy Hispanic Heritage Month. Okay. Take care, everyone.